Hello, friends. Uh, it's my first day back going live on Instagram after 2 weeks because I took some time to myself to contemplate, to process, to digest, and to learn, to care for myself, to nourish. Because there has been quite a lot going on in the world, and we need to tend to it, right? We have seen the great turmoil that has taken place in the world, and we need to make change clearly. We need to make space for change and transformation, and that sometimes is not an easy process. The process can be heavy and rocky and whatnot. Can we think about giving ourselves time to contemplate what needs to be taken care of, what concerns need to be attended. And so, in that way, we give ourselves space to really learn and to become more knowledgeable about what we need and what others need, and we process, right? We digest, we become aware of all the things that need to be attended. And therefore, we need to make time and space. Just let it come in, right? Uh, Today's practice is going to be focused on contemplation. Let's contemplate the body moving in space, the different thoughts and feelings and emotions that may come our way, and how they feel in our bodies. Contemplation, witness, notice. Don't become attached to anything, but remain observant of what's happening throughout your practice. That's to say, feel it in the most visceral way, but also relax into it. Yeah. Let's get started with some with some chanting. Yes. So anchor your pelvis on the earth well. Feel the support of the earth underneath your body. And then lengthen the spine all the way up so there is an upward current of energy through the crown of your head. Let's humbly meet the breath. Meet the inhale and the exhale as they move through the pathways. Not forcing anything, not changing too much. Simply contemplating the movement of the breath. And in that movement of the breath, a softening through the whole entire physical body. Take a deep breath into your nose. Take a full breath out. student, set an intention for today's practice and be very clear about your intention today, more than you've been in the past couple of months. Seeing that intention, a degree of devotion, of honesty, let's approach the practice humbly. Open the eyes, find the gaze on the ground again. Welcome. So let's start in a tabletop position, hands and knees on the ground. Have two yoga blocks if you think you will need them. Spread fingertips on the ground, tuck the toes behind you. And let's begin with some movement towards the right side. Rotating around the wrist and the knees. Let the spine begin to circle. Jump rope your spine. Feel that you're able to access deeper layers of skin and muscle, even feeling the bone. And then change over to the second side again, maybe starting smaller, recognizing the space, and then making the motion bigger, letting more parts of your body join the movement. Notice the breath backing you up. Next time you come to the center, make a pause. Tuck the toes behind you. Walk the hands in towards your knees. Maybe you put your hands on your quads. And then push the thighs down if it's available. Pull the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in, lengthening through the spine. On the exhale, untuck your toes, bow over your legs for Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero's pose. Make your fingertips active as you walk them towards the top of your mat, and at the same time, pull the hips away from the hands. Give yourself some time to notice where the breath is moving and your relationship to time and space right now. On your next inhale, roll the spine up into a cat pose. Release on the exhale, neutral spine. Tuck the toes, let the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Then push through the knuckles of your hands, the heel of your hand. Begin to bend and straighten the legs without straining or hurting any part of your body. And then pause where your knees are comfortable and start to drop the heels to left side and right side. Pause at the center, ripple your spine forward into a plank pose. Pause right here and push to the palms. Notice if your hip flexors are falling, and then zip up your core to find strength and engagement along the back of the neck. You're facing forward. Take a deep breath in your plank pose. As you exhale, bend the knees, drop knees, chest, chin, look forward. Slide through cobra pose, peel head and heart. Pause in your cobra and separate your hands a little bit wider. Put them outside of your mat. Bring your feet wide as well, mat distance apart, and then peel your body off the mat. Pause where you need to pause. Make sure that your shoulders allow you to breathe. There is space in the throat. Big full inhale wherever you are. On the breath out, right shoulder dips down. Look over to the left elbow. Inhale, come up. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, dip the left shoulder down. Gaze to the right elbow. Again, inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, bow down. Slide the hands under the shoulders. Return to downward facing dog. Separate your feet about mat distance apart and walk forward halfway. Walk the hands in closer to your feet and turn the toes out slightly. The heels face towards the middle of your mat. And begin to straighten and bend your knees. You may go into Malasana-like posture and then to a wide-legged Uttanasana. Next time you fall over your legs, pause and grab opposite elbows, letting the torso hang completely heavy over the thighs. Your knees may be bent, they may be straight. It depends on your range of motion. Maybe if you lock the knees too much, you may not fall this deep. Push through the feet, bend the knees to roll all the way up to stand. Roll the shoulders back behind you. Let the palms face the front. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Interlace pointer fingers, all fingers. Release the pointer finger. And find a length of space through the front of the heart. As though the upper area of your back is giving a push to the tops of your lungs. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, interlace hands behind you, forward fold over your thighs. Uttanasana with a interlock hand position. Imagine that you can let gravity draw the arms down rather than resisting them or trying too hard. Can you let them soften and fall? Can you let your collarbones spread open? Let there be space. Take one more inhale. Take one more exhale. Release the hands. Take a halfway lift. Gaze forward, shoulders back. As you exhale, come back to a downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up and back behind you for a three-legged dog. Feel your foot actively trying to touch the ceiling or the uppermost part of your wall back there. And then let the shoulders and the chest come towards that left thigh. Be here, notice the parts of your body working to hold you in these plates. Take a big full inhale. On the exhale, round your spine like a cat until you can step your right foot in between your hands. And if it doesn't get there, just grab it and put it in between your hands. hands. Begin to move in your lunge forward and back. Drop the back knee on the floor and pause to lengthen your spine. Now walk the left hand outside of your mat. Bring the right hand to the right knee. And then lean onto that left side of your body. A little bit of an arch to the spine. You may begin to gently push that right knee out to the side a notch and forward a notch. You're going to notice a feeling through the left hip.